2015, I was hired at the LRT as a station superintendent. I handled the decommissioning and demolition of Blair Station, Searville Station, and Saint Laurent Station. Subsequently, they posted a superintendent at Blair Station, and I handled the management of the construction of Searville and Saint Laurent Station. I brought the construction, the stations up to 80% completion. I was an employee of Boondoggles Canada. I was moved to the CSST project as a senior superintendent in charge of the odor control building constructions. This is just a cautionary word that I want to say is I've seen a lot in the two years, a little bit over 2 years that I was with the project. Wrongdoing on the part of the city, plenty. Wrongdoing on part of RTG and the project, plenty. Communication is the best way that this project is going to move forward. There's no other way that this is going to happen if I'm sorry, children here. I'm not going to put this measuring contest that is going on, that went on in the phase 1 of the project between the city of Ottawa and the RTG group. I'm really sorry. I really thought that being hired as a superintendent for the LRT was going to be, I was going to put a gold star on my resume. I put a black spot on my resume. That's what I did, being hired for the LRT. After the CSST project, Boondoggles wanted to send me to Toronto in the Eglinton project. I'm not going to go out of the city. I have too much roots here, and so I left and now I'm in the private industry.
Well, tell us what you mean. What are you saying?
It really has to. Pretty much, this is what I wanted to say. Is the city has to smarten up. There's tons of stuff, cost overruns. Halfway through the project, city comes up with their wish list. A year and a half of construction, 3 years of planning and designing before that. Fare gates haven't even been decided yet. We haven't had the fare gates delivered to site. The fare gates are delivered to site. They're not even weather compatible. Station redesign. There was a $5 million redesign for the station, for the glass to be enclosed at the fare gates area, so they're not exposed to. And it was a boondoggle after a boondoggle after a boondoggle. I really hope that what I'm saying here tonight is going to hit home. I really appreciate your stance on let's take a break on this.
It's not necessarily let's take a break. It's like let's have some certainty and let's hear from the public. Like if you want us to go ahead, let's go ahead, because I believe in LRT. I believe that it's a big project for the city. It will be an important project for the city. And like Marie-Claude said, it will be important for our environment for generations to come. But it also has to make financial sense. And at the end of the day, all of us who are taxpayers here have to be able to afford to pay the bill. And that's what I think is important. And that's why we, all of us here, wanted to hear from you tonight. What do you think? Do you think we should sign this contract next Wednesday, March 6th? You know, that's, yeah, well, it's tough. So thank you for your comments. We, all of us are a little frustrated with phase 1 not being open yet, and we all hear stories about things. The contract that we did sign with RTG was to prevent the city from taking on the extra costs. It was, maybe Marion can talk more about this than I can, but it was design, build, maintain, and finance. So all of the cost overruns with all of these delays are supposed to be paid for by the proponent, and the taxpayer is supposed to be protected. And that's the kind of contract we signed. That's why we signed it, so we take away the risk. As soon as we take the keys, then we take on the risk. And that's why, as much as all of us want to get on with our project, none of us want to take it before it's ready, because that's when we start paying the bill for the cost of rooms.
I really like that design is toned down from the phase one on phase two.
Thank you for being here, sir.